championing human rights right across the country. She's been working hard with all of you. And we're here today. I said to Melissa and Anna Roberts and others, I just want a small, intimate gathering of all of our best volunteers, candidates, campaign managers. And what do you know? We have hundreds and hundreds of great GTA conservatives. We're alive and well and back in the saddle. 16 GTA seats, 52 Ontario seats, and on the way to winning government. I see you.
Bring it on!
Thank you. Before I begin, I want to say a great thank you also to the incredible people who power, feed, and protect our country, the great voters of Battle River Crowfoot. I see Roman Baber here. Roman Baber, this guy never stops door knocking. He's got a serious, clinically diagnosed caffeine addiction. And he would not stop knocking on doors in the last election. Even when it got late, and it got dark, and it was 9 o'clock, he kept pounding on doors. And when it got to 9:30, his team said, Roman, you're going to start costing us more votes than you win. And he said, no, the people in my riding love Canada more than they love their sleep. So he kept on going. Down the street, it's almost 10 o'clock at night. He's still pounding on doors. He gets to this big house with all the lights out. And his team said, Roman, don't do it. He says, one last door, because if I lose this election by one vote, I'll never forgive myself. He goes up, knocks on the door, and suddenly, baby's crying. A very angry mother opened the door and said, you just woke my twin 1-year-olds up. My husband, who is a Russian weightlifter, is coming down to have a word with you. And Roman said, that won't be necessary. Just tell your husband that the local Liberal candidate dropped by and said hello. I want to give it up. Let's give a big round of applause to the legendary builder, Mario Cortellucci, who's hosting us today. The Cortellucci family. By the way, he just nearly sold out a condo building. If you're looking for a condo, give a call to Mario. He's almost sold one out, good prices by Canadian standards. And he's also just given $50 million to the new hospital coming in Brampton. So give him a round of applause for that. But the question I have for all of you, would the Cortellucci story be possible today in Canada? They came here with nothing. They built entire communities through hard work, through self-reliance, through risk-taking, through endless sleepless nights by mortgaging their own homes in order to pay the salaries of their many workers. They made countless sacrifices and literally built this area. This is not just the Cortellucci story, it is the Canadian story. It's the story of Melissa's father, who came here as, he was originally a professional, wasn't he? He was an engineer who had to drive a taxi because they couldn't recognize his credentials. But then his daughter gets to be the deputy leader. Me, the adopted son. That's right, give it up to that story. Roman, the son of Russian immigrants, came here and started from scratch and built something great. I'm the adopted son of 2 school teachers. All of us in Canada could start anywhere and get anywhere if we worked hard. That was the Canadian dream, the Canadian promise. And up until recently, it was real for anyone who was really willing to work hard. Look where we are today after a decade of Liberals. Housing costs are raging out of control, but now the condo market is crashing, so housing is amazingly too expensive to buy and too costly to build. And the sellers can't afford to hold on, nor can they afford to sell. It's amazing. We have a market that is neither a buyer's market nor a seller's market. It is housing hell that only the Liberals could have achieved. Crime is spilling onto our streets. Heartbreaking, even disgusting stories of rampaging criminals breaking into homes, putting guns to the head of little children and shooting their parents in the face or in the neck in order to carry out their chaos. Our once world-renowned immigration system is totally broken as more and more people pour in than we have the ability to accommodate. And the Liberals team up with corporate elites to take jobs away from our young people and in order to allow them to hire low-wage temporary foreign workers. My friends, the reality is we have our work cut out for us, but the people are counting on all of you in this room, those of you who stuffed the envelopes, pounded the lawn signs, knocked on the doors, raised the money, and fought to help for this breakthrough that we've had in the last election. They need you to stay involved. They need you to keep fighting. They are counting on us. We are their only hope, and we will fulfill that hope. We know what needs to happen. Some pretty simple formulas. We need to bring down the costs, lock up the criminals, hit the brakes on immigration, and get the shovels in the ground to build big things. It's real simple what needs to happen in this country. And that's why when the fall session begins, Conservatives will go there. Yes, we will hold the government accountable for their out-of-control costs, immigration, crime, and job loss. But we will also propose real ideas on how to fix these problems so that Canadians know that they have in us a government in waiting. Our 4 priorities will be stronger take-home pay with lower taxes and inflation, safe streets by locking up the criminals the Liberals have unleashed, secure borders by slowing down the immigration, and self-reliant Canada by opening Canada up for business and unleashing the production of our incredible resources for the benefit of our people in this country. Those will be our priorities in the fall, and we're the only ones who will be able to get it done. Now look across the aisle at the results of Mark Carney. 5 months have gone by. And we're not going to go too hard on him today because, of course, he's recovering from surgery after having his elbows amputated. And he's a little bit confused. He's a genius banker who doesn't know how to introduce a budget. But incredibly, he's managed, without even introducing a budget, to double the deficit that Justin Trudeau left behind.
Oh, no.
So we've gone from the budget will balance itself to no budget at all. He's done nothing on crime, and everything is as bad as today. He's not been able to get a single tablespoon of dirt moved on a new project anywhere in Canada. But this means that we're gonna have an opening to hold him to account and make the case for a better future for our people. And we're going to do that. We're going to put forward solid ideas, clear plans to cut back on bureaucracy, consultants, foreign aid, handouts to undeserving corporate insiders, and freebies for fraudulent refugees. We're going to use that, cut back on all of that so that we can bring down inflation, taxes, and debt. We're going to secure our streets. We are going to be putting forward these ideas in private members' bill. Let me give you an example. Our Pencana will be bringing forward a private members' bill to totally overhaul the bail system to make sure that those who commit crimes on our streets are locked away. We will bring forward a private members' bill to give you the right to defend yourself in your home. Your home is your passion. We will put forward a 3 strikes you're out law that says anybody who's convicted of 3 serious offenses will never again get bail, parole, probation, house arrest. They will be locked up, and we will throw away the key so that our streets can once again be safe. And then we are going to get our immigration system under control. We love law-abiding immigrants who come here to work hard, but only the right people in the right numbers should be coming into our country. That means we have to hit the brakes on immigration. We have to stop the abuses in the temporary foreign worker, international student, and refugee systems. And just today we announced, with record 30-year highs in youth unemployment, with a record number of people long-term unemployed, it is totally unjustified. This lady's daughter is 23 and she can't get a job.
And her boyfriend's 26, he can't get a job.
And yet when they walk into Tim Hortons, they find there's a 1,130% increase in the number of temporary foreign workers in our country. Now, the workers they're not bad people. They're just following the rules the Liberals gave them. But ultimately, our kids who live in this country need those jobs. And that is why Conservatives announced today that we're calling for the total abolition, the end of the temporary foreign worker program. Canadian jobs need to go to Canadian workers,
Yes.
and we need to bring back our Canadian industries that have been hollowed out by 10 years of deindustrialization by the Liberal Party through higher taxes and red tape. We're going to put forward the Sovereignty Act to repeal all the anti-energy and resource laws so that we can get our resources built and get them through the market.
Awesome.
Our purpose is to put our own country first today, make our country strong, self-reliant, and secure, so that we can stand up to all foreign powers that attempt to attack us through tariffs or worse. We will be a country that bows before no other nation. But in order to realize this dream, we have to keep fighting on. The achievement of change and success is never done through a straight line. It always takes hard work and sacrifice and the overcoming of obstacles and setbacks. And that is why I'm determined to go on. Because too many people have told me that this fight is too important to give up. Our country is too precious to turn away and give up on. To do it, we will need to continually be active. We need to have our teams with nominated candidates earlier rather than later, with more engagement of more people, getting our platforms out earlier, showing off the incredible, vibrant team that we have right across the country. We need all of you to be engaged, because politics is not a spectator sport. It is a full participation sport in door knocking, fundraising, all of which needs to begin immediately. And we need to rally together to put together the best policy platform at our forthcoming national convention, which will highlight and showcase our unity and stability, that we are a government in waiting, and that we are ready to lead the country forward. We will build and we will fight. We don't have a long way to go. We lost by 2 percentage points nationwide. Properly distributed, only about 40,000 votes would have made the difference between us winning a majority government. So can we get out there and find 40,000 votes, everybody? Yeah! And in the parliamentary session, you will see people like Vincent Ho and Melissa Lansing and countless other members of Parliament on the floor of the House of Commons prosecuting the case against this government, exposing their failures, broadening our reach, bringing in new people. We will be on the weekends. We will be in church basements and community halls. We will go everywhere that there are people. Because when I meet the single mother whose tears in her eyes convey the pain of not being able to feed her children, she doesn't give up, so I don't give up. When I meet the small business person who's up late at night wondering how they will pay their workers in the morning, but they keep on going. They don't give up, so we don't give up. The mother who's lost her child to a drug overdose but uses that tragedy as an inspiration to fight on for change, to end the drugs and crime. She's not giving up, so I don't give up. We're not giving up in this country. We love this country. Let's work for it. Let's fight for it. Let's put our country first. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Can I have a picture with you?